Okay, so I feel like we're ready to start talking about arrays now. And well, here's the catch. We don't really use arrays per se in Python, but we use what is called a list. You could use arrays, but it would take some maneuvering, so we use the list instead, but it behaves just like an array, probably a little bit easier to work with too than arrays, I would argue. So I might slip up and say array from time to time, but I'm really going to try hard to say list in these videos. So what I've done here is I've created a list of woodland animal emojis. There are 10 of them, and I called my list Woodland Animals. And here I'm just populating the list as I create it by providing a comma delimited list of all the Unicode sequences for those various emojis. And you can, like I could have just as easily typed the whole thing on one line, but you can drop to the next line and that'll still work. Just make sure you have a comma here though, because that might be easy to forget. And obviously don't lose your square brackets. Okay, so anyway, there's our list with woodland animals, and I want to show you something. You might be tempted to do something like this. Okay, great. I have the list, populated. Let's print it. And I'm going to run that. We get these really patchy results. And I mean, if it was just a regular list of, like, say, the colors of the rainbow or something, then we probably would see red, orange, yellow, green, and so on. But I think because we're doing an emoji thing, we get these weird results. But what it does is it basically prints the contents of the list really like in list form almost. This is not really nice output. So we're going to fall back on our loop technique, which we did also in Small Basic. Very important to be able to loop through lists, just like arrays. So we'll use a for loop for that. And we'll say, this is really nice and concise. So we'll say then I have to come up with a loop variable. I'm going to say A for animal. It doesn't matter what you choose, but just like a single letter is enough. In fact, I tried using the whole word animal to make it more legible, and it didn't work. I had some weird results. So just A for animal here. For A in woodland animals, okay, and then your colon, and then we're going to print A. And then I do want to override the ending. I don't want a new line. I want them like all in a row. So let's run it. And there they are. Okay, so you can see it's pretty easy to loop through a list using this technique here. And yeah, so we'll mix it up a little bit, but this is going to be, you know, probably a major go-to technique for us.